Home game, the fans around us amped up here in the FedEx Forum. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting.
Nice play by Simmons. So good at switching gears with the ball in his hands.
To the paint. Here's Adams. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Simmons with it. Drives to the hoop. And good that time.
And here's a guy who loves playing inside. Simmons can play some bully ball down low.
Here's Jackson. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. With the putback. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Simmons.
Get a good look. Good look. Good shot. Let's get a good shot.
Right side, Kevin Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Drummond. Makes it off the glass. Drummond's got his second basket of the game.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor. If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
We've seen a quick start here for the Nets. 4-point game. It's Durant on the wing. And there's the drive. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Steven Adams picks one up.
The to-do list when you're trying to guard Kevin Durant is long, and he's used that added strength to power through contact.
That'll be a 5-second call. And Greg, when it comes to players who've led the league in rebounding, very few have done it as many times as Drummond.
And of the guys that have done it more than twice, like Andre, I've got some good news for him. Every one of them is either in the Hall of Fame or soon will be.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Passing we've seen from this group already, too. They could put up a big number in the assist column by the end of this one.
Durant, that's good.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Memphis moving it around. Going inside. Down low. Morant outside. Back to Jackson. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Now here's Durant. 8 points for him. Launches it. They get it again. Here's Griffin. Another shot.
No, sir. Jackson Jr.'s shot blocking abilities. Part of why he's a top 5 pick back in 18. And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
The Grizzlies trail by 11.
I'm open right here.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Melton, no good. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. And it's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Here's Simmons. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Simmons got 6.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Simmons. Steven Adams unable to get his last shot to go. Outside Durant. Shoots the 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Conchar, good.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Durant with a wide open look. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And Jones has it in the corner. Back to Adams. Over Simmons. Clark. Pass to Melton.
Watch the pick. Yo, right side.
And here is Clark. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
The 3 from KD. And the Nets, another 3.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. He nailed it from long range in that quarter, winds up with a total of 4. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Greg, you played on one of college basketball's all-time super teams. Hard to imagine we'll see that kind of dominance over several seasons like you guys had at UNLV.
It's true, and we still see dominant teams, but, you know, the difference is now the most talented teams tend to only play together for one season, and so that makes it really hard to run together stretches where you can call yourself a legitimate dynasty. But I still love where our game is and look forward to watching these young men chase their dreams.
Inside. And it's blocked. Jones, no one around him. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Durant drawing the double team. Lets the 3 fly. And they'll get another chance. Nets passing it around. Irving looking over the floor. Second chance shot. Durant, no good.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And the great thing about Durant, he gives you a lot of everything.
Yeah, it goes way beyond being versatile. This guy is a great shooter, an elite historical scorer, rebounder, passer, shot blocker, one of the most complete players in the history of the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
One thing Irving's been doing more of, using his offhand in the lane to hit floaters and even on jump shots.
This guy is so creative, so inventive, the ability to make last-second adjustments. And I mean that whether he's in the air, off his feet, or with his handle, his ability to keep defenders guessing is truly incredible.
Both teams will make substitutions. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Morant. Banked in off the glass.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Simmons looking it over. On the wing, Irving. Shoots over Morant. Nets with the new shot clock. Now here's Simmons. He's got 6. 5 on the clock. Tries again. The shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Irving with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Curry leading the charge. No good from Simmons. The Grizzlies trail by 16. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. And they double up Morant. Lays it up and banks it in. Morant's got his second bucket of the game to go.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. And that sends Kyrie Irving to the free throw line. That one's on Morant. And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
Brooklyn leading by 15. The kick out to Irving. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point god moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
And, Greg, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
Outside, Simmons.
Pick coming, pick coming.
The kick out to Irving. There's the three. And no good. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Here's Morant. Pass to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Steven Adams will leave no doubt when he's near the cup.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Nets. They led by as many as 18 points. And it's good, 2 points. Irving's got 9.
unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
That doesn't go in either for Irving. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Here's Melton. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. Right back after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second.
You got him!
Here's Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morant's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Grizzlies. Here's Simmons. Outside for Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And the Nets lead by 16.
No hesitation from Seth Curry on the catch and shoot. You can see the confidence in his mechanics. That's beautiful.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. A nice shot by KD.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
It's Morant with the drive.
An excellent defender, whether Simmons is in the post or roaming the perimeter. He's a shot-blocking threat.
Outside, KD. The Nets working the ball around now. Griffin draws the double. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Durant.
Simmons inside. Adams, some nice D.
And how chaotic was this offseason for Simmons? I mean, the trade rumors swirling, stepping back from Team Australia, ultimately traded, and you talk about someone just dying for a fresh start.
Durant. Outside for Simmons.
On the wing!
Outside Durant. For the three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
You better shoot that.
Morant outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical. And coming out of high school, Ja Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing, growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, scouts, Greg, were looking right past Ja Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulders.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. And Clark has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. To the inside, and it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
It's stolen by Curry. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 15-6 run. To the middle. And finished off by Katie.
A natural-born scorer is Kevin Durant. He puts in the time, and it pays dividends on the floor.
.115 left to play in the third. And Anderson gets it to go.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Simmons. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And one of the more versatile players in this league. Simmons gives you assists, rebounds, steals, and he continues to develop as a scorer.
And of course, Greg, Simmons gets the majority of his points from the foul line down.
And a one-man wrecking crew in transition. Excellent at driving the ball in the half court. And once he gets downhill, he is tough to stop.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Clark right side. Wants to get it to Melton and does. Kicks it out to Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. No good from Clark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Simmons. 7 points in the game. Outside, KD. And the Nets, another 3.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So it's Brooklyn now.
Check Simmons.
Picked his pocket. Pass to Williams. Anderson with the ball. Memphis moving it around. Outside, Jones. Driving in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jones has got his first points of the game.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Outside, KD. Back to Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. Here's KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And that pass-first nature of Simmons, outstanding at understanding when his teammates are open.
Pass to Williams. Now Clark, defended by Drummond. Here's Conchar. Lays it up off the glass.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in.
Yo, check Simmons.
Outside, Simmons. It's Durant on the wing. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Durant's got 45 points.
They're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Outside, KD. On the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, drop the hammer, KD. How confident is this guy at the cup?
Inside. And it's Clark with the jam.
Yeah, and in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Outside Durant. Back to Simmons. With the drive. Shoots from the high post. And they get it back. Outside for Durant.
Griffin, post up, baby!
Now Simmons. Clock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here.
Yeah, son!
I love how Simmons sets the floor. So good at spotting his teammates for high percentage shots.
Anderson with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Pass to Clark. Looking for Anderson. He gets it there. And Anderson slams it in.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
The three from KD. It's not going to go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Out left to the wing. Pass to Anderson. Back to Clark. Jones looking for an opening. And Clark slams it in.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Brooklyn.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category. And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was
For KD.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy, in attack mode all evening.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Takes it inside. And that one drops for him. KD's got 51.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Second shot opportunity. Doesn't go for him. Griffin with some nice D. And here is Simmons. Left side Durant. Back to Simmons. KD with it. Missed.
A beast defensively. Clark's reach and high motor is what makes him effective at blocking shots.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it,